a manager notice that your team, your direct reports, your employees are not engaging with an individual that you are aware of, or at least you suspect there's neurodiversity at play, it would be like anything else. You do not tolerate that. That's not the culture that you are housing. When we have employees come into our company, we are inviting them into our home. And in your home, it is your responsibility to make sure that everybody is treated with respect, that they are safe and honored. And so as a manager, what you do is you go up to that individual or those individuals that maybe are engaging in the behaviors that they maybe don't have no idea are making this impact. They don't recognize that it's inappropriate because nobody has specifically called it out and given them example of how to do it differently. So you first are going to model, you're going to name it, say, hey, I saw this kind of go on, and it didn't land well. We don't really want that here. So, and then give them an example of how to do it differently. So if you notice as a manager or a supervisor that somebody on your team is engaging in behaviors that are not supportive of the culture that you want to create in your work environment and with your team, what you're going to do is you need to really name it and say, this is something that we're not going to tolerate. And you don't want to do it maybe that harshly or directly, but you want to communicate that message. And then you want to make sure and look at yourself as, are you modeling how you want them to be behaving? So that's first and foremost. And then you want to be very explicit of what the expectations are and the steps towards that. So if it's a certain communication style or a certain phrase that's being used, you give them an alternative. You can't take something away behaviorally without replacing it. So provide that replacement, provide that example, and then be very explicit about what you'd like to see.